Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back for some more Mon Bazou. And today we are checking out. We're going over here to our back entrance, which is a little bit harder to see from this way. Let's get over to the sugar shack, see if we got any barrels to pick up, which I don't think we do. Whoop. Right into a pole. Um, so looks like there is nothing in there. Oh, so we're gonna start that up, get that running, and we're gonna head into town and get some fuel and pick up our barrels from the Federation. Just go see old Eric. Also, as you can see, I've cleaned up a little bit of our trees right here. I just took care of that off camera. Uh, I didn't really do. All I did was cut them down and chop them up into firewood, which took me a couple days in the game that I didn't record. So, eh, like I said, some of this early game stuff is just a lot of the same thing over and over and over. So, I'm just kind of sparing you some of the details there. Let's go see our brother Francis here. And we can probably sell him some more firewood.
Esti que j'haïs ça
How
couper
you
du
doing
bois.
on firewood over here? Oh, you ain't got none. So I can bring you some firewood. Because we're working on getting electricity and getting the burner. Unless we have a better idea. And also today, we're going to be painting the truck because one of my subscribers suggested a paint color, and actually, I think I may have seen the paint booth at the gas station before, but I never really paid attention that much. So thank you for pointing it out to me. You know who you are, Fred. Uh, so we are going to get that paint today. Oh, slow down, make sure there's no cop there. Nope, no copper. And just like usual, we're going to come in here and we're going to hit all of our friends up, work on these friendships. I still don't think I get anything from his friendship that I can really think of. I don't think he does anything for us once we max out his friendship. So, like, what are we talking to him for anyway? Like, he will find you some stuff if you talk to him. Like, say, if I lose my. Let's say I lose this gas can. And you go talk to him. When he walks around in the afternoon, he will find it for you. So, I mean, that is I guess, a benefit, but he's going to do that for you if you're friendship level 1 or if you're friendship level 50. So, like I said, I don't really see what the benefit of uh, is of him. So, looks like we need to go in here and get some paint. Um,
Ben oui. Hey,
talk to our
hein, faites-tu assez
buds.
beau quelque peu aujourd'hui?
So, I had
Yes, sir.
seen this, but I
Ah,
didn't
merci d'être
really
venu.
pay
Bonne
attention
journée.
that you could mix your own paints here. I just thought it was part of the shop back here that was nothing going on. So, we want to make up some midnight purple, and we want 280137. What? 137. 280-137. 280-137. All right. So I'm gonna say 2 cans enough. And you know, 280-137. 280. I think 2 cans will be enough. So we're gonna throw that in there. And like I said, I really just did not know that you could come back here and mix the paint. Oh, bus steering wheel. I kind of forgot that was in here. We could use this as a steering wheel if we want to. So white, black, and we want a gloss for the purple. Is there anything else I need right now? There most definitely is. We can't not have an 8-ball shifter on our truck. So what are you guys doing out there? What do you think we should do next on this episode? Like I said, we're going to get the paint done. Should we do tents on the truck? I don't know. Did I put my gas can back in the truck? I can't remember. Yes, I did. So like I said, let's go down here and see Eric. And we got $6,000. Oh, and the other thing that I did off camera, and I probably was a waste of money, was I put good brakes on the truck. Because I literally just could not deal with the bad brakes anymore. Now, the next thing that I need is I need to get rid of these freaking tires. These are the winter tires. And the winter tires really suck.
Vous voulez une érablière à la fine pointe de la technologie? Eh bien, vous êtes à la bonne place.
So, should we... You know what? We're going to invest in this. Yeah. So we can start getting our friendships up. Empty cans. And this will also help us in an emergency. If I can keep a couple cans of maple syrup around, I won't have to buy the maple syrup. Oh, and when we get back to the house, we need to call Mama. And I believe the next time we call Mama, she's level 50, and we will get our fryer for the potatoes. So, alright, so all of our stuff is still in there. Nothing came out. But, what do you think we should do first? So, we got everything from there. I want to come in here. And I just want to grab one more pot. Because when you harvest the potatoes, it would be nice to have 2 of those pots. Because 2 of the pots, I think, is... Hey, bud, watch where you're going. Excuse me. We got. Is there a potato here? Potato? Ooh, there is a potato. And there's 2 seeds. Just so we can have some of these. We're gonna need some of these for if we start making our own poutine. And once we start making our own poutine, and we start making our own maple syrup in the cans, I mean, that'll save, what's that, $12 a day, and food and drinks that we spend. And then the next thing will be electricity. Like $17 a day for gas. I don't think we spend $17 a day. Okay, nothing throughout. I gotta be careful. Some of this stuff will fly out the back. I guess I could watch it in my mirror up there. And actually, if you want to see a neat little trick, I actually just learned this the other day. So, let me show you something just here real quick. We're going to stop right here. So see that? In the rear view mirror, you can see the 3 barrels. Barrels not in the truck. Look right there. You can still see the barrels. Now, when I get back in the truck, now we can see that the barrels are gone. Get out of the truck. Take the pot out. Come over here. Pot's still there. Get back in the truck. Now the pot's gone. So the rear view mirror only updates when you are sitting in the truck. Alright, so we're going to plant a couple more potatoes. So now we have 4 potatoes grown, and I have a basket over here with potatoes in it. That's right, we need to call Mama. Mama, what's your number? 2109. Ah, what the shit?
Jason? Hey, je viens de finir de faire le ménage de ta chambre. C'est bizarre, là, j'ai trouvé un vieux panier pour la friteuse. En tout cas, ben, je te l'ai laissé chez
so
vous
now
tantôt
we
quand
have
je suis
our
passé. OK, bye.
basket for our fryer. Now we can take this right here. Come on, get in the house. Set that right there. And we can cut up some French fries. And that should be about a half a basket. Alright, so get some cheese curds. Do we need this right now? Not really. But I'm going to do it just for the sake of doing it. So now we're making our own homemade poutine. No need for us to buy any more poutine. At least that's the... Alright, so put that in there. And we even have our own nice little blue bowls. So I didn't quite use all the French fries out of there. So it uses 20% fries per bowl. What is all this junk going over here? So no. So there's the shifter ball. That's going over there. And there we go. Now that's a proper gear shifter right there. Cannot argue with that. For those of you that know, I don't really need that gear shifter. Oh, 350 already in the day. Where did the day go? So that pretty much took up. Actually, we'll leave that there. We'll fill that up later. Throw that down on the ground. Alright, so painting. Um, Now, do I leave? I thought this was going to take way more paint. No, I can't do the two-tone. Sorry, can't do it. That looks so much better. So it does have some gloss to it, but I think we're going to have to add more gloss. And that's the gloss right there. $255. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. $255, $255, $255. And just because I have so much extra paint, we're gonna do the wheels. And I bet you guys didn't know you could do the wheels. However, oh, you can really see that red popping now on that performance brake. Oh, that's it. I think it's this one. Yeah. One of those is recycle, one of them is not. That was this one. And we can change the color of the interior, but I'm kind of digging the interior with the light color in there. So, if you think I should change the color interior, let me know. Like, I don't foresee changing the color of the interior. Just brighten it up. Oh yeah. Look at the shine on that truck. I tell you what, that's a pretty good color, Fred. I am not at all unhappy with that at all. I do like the way that you get the reflection in the sun. Like that is pretty nice. Ah, the that looks pretty sweet. And from inside, it almost looks like a totally different color. Kind of looks like we got some of that color shifting paint, even though we definitely do not have none of that. So put those over there. Put that in there. So cans. I suppose we should light another fire while we're sitting here. Because wasted time. There's no wasting time in this game. This game is all about precision. And if you believe that, I'm full of shit. Alright, so the one thing that I wish you could do is you could mix these cans up, but you cannot mix these cans up at all. Ah, shit. I did not mean to do that. Don't hit E. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that was 7 that we got. Alright, so now we can put those in there. And tomorrow when we go into town, we'll buy one more empty crate. Because as you drink these, you can put the empty cans in an empty crate and just carry them back here. And fill up the crate. As long as you always have an empty sitting here. To transfer them back and forth between full cans and empty cans. Alright, so heat is doing pretty good over there. That's full. Oh. Why did I do that? Piece of crap. Stop it. I'm wasting my lids and my cans. That product, and also now I can carry these with me into town, and I can give them to my friends and help improve our relationships. Because you can give these away to your friends and it counts as a friendship point. So instead of getting 1 friendship point per day, you can now get 2 friendship points. Fire's a little on the hot side. So when you have the fire, if you kind of keep it in the green zone, it does work better. Alright, come on. So 122. We should be able to make these 2 cans before that runs out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we have some for us and some for our friends. And like I said, we'll have to... These are for us. We'll take those to the house. And these are for our friends. These will stay in the truck. So we're going to let that burn off throughout the course of the night. Which is... Well, I guess we might as well stay here just a minute and let this... Oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want the barrel. I am not mad with that color. It's like right there, you can see the purple. Right there, it looks like it's black. That is pretty sweet. I 100%. Once again, full props on that color choice. So there's our 2 barrels for tomorrow. And we'll just let this cook down overnight. We'll go ahead and throw another log in here. And we'll just head over to the house. Let's see, it's 7:45 at night. Alright, so that's the lights, regular, high beams, low beams. So you can tell a difference in the low beams and high beams. That's pretty cool. Alright, so out of gas. %. Those are all good. Oh, looks like we got some more saplings we can cut. I'm not so worried about these. But these down here, so we're gonna go down to this end and work our way back around. And I'm not even worried if there's a maple over here because I'm gonna cut all that crap down. However, this maple. Alright, so is that going to be close enough to bring our maple back over here? 7, yes. That's a birch. We already got 12 clippings. And like I said, I'm not real sure how quickly these produce. I want to say it's every 10 days you can reclip, but it may be a little bit closer to 14. I could be wrong on that just a wee little bit. Alright, so we're going to have to see if that transfers, because that seems like that's an awfully long way. It did transfer. Alright, that's nice. Like I said, because I'm not real super worried about the other trees anymore. I do want to keep some clippings for before I finally cut them down forever. Because I would like to have a couple birches and a couple pines probably on the property. But it's not like it's going to be a high priority in my to-do list. Alright, so over here somewhere there should be a row coming back toward us. Oh, there it is. See, these are 60%. What was that, 50? So we just added another, I don't know, 53, 55 trees to our mix. And let's go up here to the house. Like I said, we'll just get to tomorrow. So we're going to go to sleep before we eat. Because that should go down overnight on the poutine. Sleeping made it go down just a wee little bit. Not much. And make sure that we actually get to morning. Alright. What shirt should we do? Actually, you know what? Yeah. That looks pretty good. So make sure we eat one of these old ones. So now we have 2 plants. Let's go check over here on our... And like I said, just like that, now we went from having 1 plant to 2 to 4 to 5. So potatoes, I don't think I'm going to get too carried away on potatoes. I just don't think we need a ton of potatoes. I mean, we could always sell the excess. So I don't really... We'll think about that. We'll think about what to do with potatoes. Throw the water down. Alright, so we need to go into town. And we need to pick up... Oh... We should have got some wood so we could deliver some wood to Francis. We'll do that on the way back. That'd be fine. Now we just need better tires. And we need the better suspension for this truck. That's also one thing that we need. This thing is too low to the ground and bottoms out all the time. We don't need the big lift. I think all we probably need to do is put the heavy duty suspension on it. Alright. No peace officer there today. What's up, buddy? Oh, yeah, so, this is how you do it. So, grab a can. There now, so, you can still complaining about the cars? Come on, just get over it now. Like, it's probably louder in the country where I live than it is here in town. Alright, so we need to go down to see our boys at the gas station. And why I just rolled the window up or down or whatever I did, I don't know. Oh, I got here before 8 o'clock. Let's watch these boys show up. You know, because you would think they would walk right through the front door. But no. They're just going to show up at the counter at 8 o'clock. Like a bunch of little creepers. It's right about now. Like I said, nope. You would think they don't use the front door. No, that's not
Hey,
what's
comment
gonna
est-ce qu'il va
happen.
aujourd'hui? Hey, prends-toi donc une petite canisse de sirop pour la route, là.
What?
Fais-moi dans les plots,
Did you see what he just said to me? And I was gonna give you some maple syrup.
Ah ben, content de te voir. Hey, dis-moi donc, qu'est-ce que c'est fait? Tu mets pas d'ordinaire dans tes besoins.
Well,
toi?
you weren't very kind to me a few minutes ago. Say I smell like a skunk. Oh, gas. Forgot what I was doing here for a minute. I don't usually get here before they open. Alright, so... We're gonna go down here. Like I said, we're gonna talk to Eric, pick up our other barrels. So we made 2 barrels yesterday. I don't think I'm gonna get 2 barrels today. Probably 1. I mean, I could maybe get 2, but I don't. I just don't think I'll get that many today. Usually I get the most barrels over the weekend because I can spend more time just burning fires.
Laissez-vous séduire par notre vaste collection de tuyaux. Laissez-vous séduire par notre vaste collection de tuyaux.
So for the first few days, I gotta just make sure I just buy lids and lids and lids and cans. And I'm not gonna buy those loose cans this time. Actually, I take that back. I'm gonna buy 5 of these. Because I had 7. That'll make a whole case. Well, actually, I'm giving away some, so I probably could have bought all 7, but it's fine. But like I said, at least today, we don't have to buy poutine, nor do we have to buy, what do you call it? We don't have to buy maple syrup. How did I forget maple syrup? Alright, still got my 3. Make sure I keep my mirror in sight so I can see if anything falls out of the back of my truck. We need to go pick up a load of firewood and light a fire. See how much difference those brakes make though? Like, the brakes. Now granted, was it $400, $500 that I didn't need to spend? Yes. But I feel so much better driving around with being able to control and stop a little bit better now. See, look. I was able to hit the brakes and get stopped before I landed in the ditch. Now, if that was the old brakes, we would have went in that ditch and crashed. And once I get the new tires, the action of running off the road like that will not happen either. So that was because these tires just don't have the grip that I need. I don't know if they're summer tires or winter tires or what they are, but they are definitely in need of they're definitely in need of some more grip. So I know the car has studded snow tires on it. I want to say these are just regular tires, probably. My best guess. Alright, so and then now bring this one in here and fill it up. Alright, so fire. More fire. More fire, please. And how close? So that's 71%. So I definitely don't think I'm getting 2 barrels today. But like I said, Where did that come from? That did come out of the bottom. You're trying to keep it from going in the barrel. It goes into the barrel at 4, I believe. Ah, it went into the barrel. I need, what, 2 more for that? And then instead of using one of my can lids, go get a drink from over here. Alright, so now put the empty one up here. And let me put a full one in there so I don't take the cans out on accident like I just did. So, but this is just early game stuff. Getting your friendships where you need them. We gotta go get some firewood, deliver it to Francis. But the best thing that we did today is we got that truck painted. And all I'm gonna say is 10 out of 10. No sir. Come on. Give me the next one. Like I said, usually by the time you get one can done, it has enough in there to do one more. And I'm an idiot. Did not mean to drink the can. Alright, so now we have two full things and a partial. So now we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more cans to make that one full. That's up to 83%. So the only thing we can do right now is go get some firewood and deliver some firewood to Francis. And I don't even really know how many put in here. I see that's like 6. That's like 10. I think that's 15. And that one ended up coming out the cab. How the hell did it get in the cab in the first place? Like I said, so this is a lot of the pines right here. So the trees that you get the least amount of wood from, and I believe the least amount of money also, is the pines. So that's why I'm not super worried about what I do with the pine trees. Normally I would kind of use these at the house and the fire. But for some reason I think that the maples burn just a wee bit longer in the fire than these do. I don't have any facts to do that. But I know one time I lit a fire. I drove into town and drove back and my fire was out. With pines. And I don't think I lollygagged anywhere, but I've had other times where I've used birch or the maples for fires. And I've drove into town done some messing around and got back before the fire went out. So my thought process is maybe they burn just a pinch longer. But like I said, subjective. No basis on why I think that, just other than an observation. Oh, when you got the load on, like I said, you see I barely hit a bump back there. If you look, like, this baby's dragging the ground. And it has a hard time getting up to speed. Like I'm in third gear and it's not. Ooh, baby. The weight has definitely affected the handle. So that's why I think I need the overload springs and the better tires. That's about how much money am I about to get? $420. I don't think I could have planned that any better than I just did. Alright, so let's give him this.
On vient
One
juste de
friendship
finir
point.
de asti que j'ai hâte à l'été. Ah,
2 friendship
moi et tous les fins
points
de semaine,
by talking
je suis
to him.
parti camper.
And we got to get him hooked up anyway because, like I said, he will build us a garage when we get his friendship up enough. I just got to get some stuff done. And he will hook us up. So let's go back and see if we have a barrel yet. And let's fill up our generator tank. We'll run to town, drop off the barrel. Oh, don't want that to fly out the back. Alright, so the fuel is still full. That's 100%. So 1 barrel. Fire's getting low. So like I said, so we didn't go all the way to town, but you can leave and come back and still have your fire going if you don't lollygag too much. So that should be on the low side. So now we want to slap another one. Alright, so we should be just above the hop. Now, like I said, I'm going to fly into town without messing around. Other than stopping to put gas in the generator. That shouldn't take that long, and I should be able to get back. Alright, so that's going to be... Dude, that was 46%. That only took a 2-minute fast break. So we got $4,000 and we need $28,000 for the electricity. And what was it? Like 12 or 13 grand for. Whoa. about riding the edge. And like I said, I think that's the tires. I think it's just these beginning tires just don't have the grip that the, what do you call them, summer tires or sport tires or the off-road tires do. So I'm making a fast break. And we shifted into the wrong gear. Alright, so now we got to get gas and get back before the fire goes out. So $4,500, $200 a barrel. Now, did I really need this gas? No. But if I can top off the generator in first thing in the morning, and then when I get my fuel for the day, like I said, theoretically, I never have to go back into town. See, we could sell our french fries right there if we ever get enough potatoes to make some extra french fries on top of our what we need to survive. I mean, hell, we made it into town and back so fast. I don't see that there's not no way that we don't still have a fire going. Just making sure my gas can was still there. I didn't see it in the rearview mirror. So we did talk to Francis. We did talk to everyone today. See, that's how you don't die. Right there. Holy shit. Whew. Did I lose all my stuff? I probably lost all my stuff. But, oh my god. That was a friggin' close one. At least the truck's still running so I can drive it out of there. Hey, so the only thing I lost was the freaking gas can. So all we gotta do is find the gas can. This is why you drive a truck. Run off the road, no big deal. Oh shit, don't tell me I just got stuck. What kind of idiotic stuff did I just do? That's alright. We're just walking to the house. And hopefully our fire is still going. That was the whole point, to see if we could get to town and back with the fire still going. And now I gotta go find my freaking gas can. Where the hell did the gas can go? It does kind of look like smoke is still coming out of the chimney. If you look way back there through the trees. That would be freaking amazing. Now we need to water the plants. Yeah, it still has... The fire's not out yet. The fire's not out. We're going to make it. We are going to make it. Even with crashing, stopping, filling the generator, fueling the jug up, we still made it back without the fire going out. It was damn close to going out. Ooh, boy, was it close to going out. It was down to probably like a couple coals. Alright, so... Now let's go see if we can find my gas cans. Wow. Or at least recovered the truck anyway. I can get the gas can back by talking to our friendly neighborhood guild. He likes to take walks in the afternoon, and he'll find it for us. But where, oh where, oh where did my gas can go? I don't even see my truck now. Oh, the truck did come loose. Alright, so where did I run off the road at? It was right here somewhere where I ran off the road. Oh, there's the gas can. I see it. So our stuff didn't fly out. And we got our gas can back. You talk about some luck. We have a little bit of it. And there's a few ways to get your anxiety level down. So you can play video games, take care of your anxiety. You can drive fast, or you can do this. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta smoke away the anxiety. Couple of nice big puffs. And if you don't water your plants enough, they will die, and you will lose all your progress on your seeds. Ask me how I know. Luckily, I only did that once, and I did it after I had an abundance of seeds. Not early in the game like this. Because like if those two died, where the hell would I get more seeds? How would I get more seeds? I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know what you would do to get more seeds. And you definitely want to put fuel in your generator while you're smoking. Let's see here. Put that down. So like I said, with that being said, I mean, I think that that's a pretty good episode for today. Let's go stoke let's go stoke our fire some more. Because right now we need to concentrate on improving our friendships and getting cash. So we took Francis a load of wood. That was $400. We took 2 barrels in today. That's $400. So theoretically, you could make, you know, $700-800 a day. Early game, $700-800 a day. But where you're gonna make your money is at the end of the week, in your residuals, on when he pays you for everything that you brought in during the week. That's where you make the money. Alright, so add some more wood. Now I like to stagger the wood just a wee little bit. So we'll let that catch on fire. Wait 30-40 seconds. And then we'll slap in another piece of wood. That way you get a staggered burn time instead of everything burning out at the same time, which is what kind of happens when you load the stove at first. But at least if you stagger this every minute or so, it's like that's already dropped down. So now that'll pop back up back where it was at. Like I said, it's like the burn time is just the way everything just kind of runs out at the same time. So like I said, so we'll wait here, you know, another 20-30 seconds. And then we'll think about putting this in here. Like I said, that way it's got a staggered time. That's 42. So we got a half a tank. So that'll burn. That'll probably be enough to fill that barrel up if that keeps burning all night. So next I'm going to cut down these trees. And that'll be... all that wood will go right there on the log splitter. And I may or may not cut down this maple here. I may cut down these few maples that are not attached to anything. I don't know. Drop a comment down. Like, I definitely have... I mean, look at some of these rows, though. Row after row of pines. I definitely have enough freaking pine trees here to take care of all of our lumber needs for the next week or two. So I don't want to rush too much, but I definitely had... oh. I need to go get my car. Should we go get our car? Because I have some parts we can slap on our car and put the rest of our car together. You know what? Screw it. If I call Martin, he's gonna play the stupid music. You know what? We're not getting a car today. We will buy the tow dolly and we will tow the car into here. What? That's right. I'm a machine. Ooh. I I I think that's the ticket right there. Anyway, you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe, drop some comments down below. Let me know what we should do in the next one. Tell me how sweet that paint job looks. I mean, that looks like a black truck sitting there right now. Black, purple, black, purple. I cannot be any happier with that. That is awesome. I'll see you guys later.